Hello everyone, Anthony Abel, AQWBlaze91 here, and today I'm going to be doing one of these games I've bought over the past month and show on screen my thoughts on I was going to do a video on games I bought through April, but I didn't really buy any games, so to speak, throughout April, aside from the Xbox controller over there. You know, the big black original Xbox controller. I would have done, and I've already covered like in my video overview showcasing it working on my computer, so I didn't want to feel like making an what was it, games of bought video just to show the controller alone. So I know a reason for that is I was busy with updating my subscriptions for the PlayStation 4 and my antivirus software for my PC. If I had a bit more money, I could have bought in the game, maybe for my PS3 and my PS4. Then maybe I could have bought a game. And another reason for it is because I wanted to put 100% of my efforts now getting myself back in the game review routine, because I had a few months off from game reviews because I was too busy focusing on other games I had for Christmas, mainly just Star Wars Battlefront 2 2017, but that's fine. But that's probably okay. But right now, but here it is, guys. I've got myself 4 new games physically and 2 new games digitally, which are mainly just some 2 PS4 downloadable games. But of course, again, I only mentioned just the physical games. And I will talk about 2 of my games that I've completed my boostings on and my current future plan. So let's get right down to the new games I got. So I'm going to talk about the PS3. First up, Lost Planet 3. The third game in the Lost Planet series. I have got Lost Planet 2 over there. I've got Lost Planet 2 over there. And I do think, and I haven't played much since Lost Planet 3, I've only just touched it for a few, for an hour or something. You're trapped on this ice planet, and you got all these aliens to fight off against. And it's got some online multiplayer, which does look nice. And then you got these sections where you're on this machine as well. And it actually doesn't look too bad. I will play this sometime after I do eventually do Lost Planet 2. And this one does support the proper control setup on my PS3 controller. Well, the PS3 controller I'm currently using. Alpha Protocol, the espionage RPG game by Obsidian. This is one of Obsidian's more early games before they eventually worked on the excellent South Park Stick of Truth game and the sequel, The Fractured Butthole. This one my friend told. This one, I think I just recently got a comment from my friend about it. So it's one of them stealth sort of games, and I'm really bad at stealth games, but this one's got like plenty of action. But this one's one of those, what is it? You can choose however you want to play the game with, as you go in as stealthily, or you just go in all guns blazing. and you can actually decide how the story plays out in these story-like sequences where you choose to be either a professional or an unprofessional agent or just an aggressive asshole. It actually looks pretty good. I tested it to play to see it working and get my first trophy. It does crash. I was on one of the I did start one of the missions and the game suddenly crashed. I wouldn't say it's a disk. I wouldn't say it's the disc. I would say that's probably just the way the game plays, because the disc on it is actually clean. But other than that, it's pretty good. Next up, Bayonetta, the original. I saw this on the shelf in CX and I thought, why not? It's got the style of Devil May Cry in terms of the combat, where you can act, and it's got a very unique combo system as well. You can either do guns on all sorts of various strikes and kicks, so forth. It's really impressive. I'm enjoying it so far. And I've only just got like the two of the first trophies for being the first level. And this is something of a great series, from what I've heard. And yeah, the second game is a lot much better. Just it's only on a Nintendo platform. Oh well, Nintendo's got a new IP under their belt now. Take good care of it, Nintendo. It's a really good series. I've heard I think I've heard the original Bayonetta is now on the Wii, was put onto the Wii U, and now it's on the Nintendo Switch, I think, alongside the sequel, Bayonetta 2. Yeah, possibly, I think. And I have heard Bayonetta is now in Super Smash Bros. As well, which makes sense. Because Nintendo has the game under their belts now, which is good. But if we do want to play the original game on our alternate systems, you can still purchase the game second hand. It's good. And on the PS4, I have Homefront: The Revolution. This game got all sorts of criticism for the bugs, glitches, and for the amount of bugs and glitches it has. And the fact that it's got the mechanics of every single open world game thrown into one. Like if you played something like Fallout 4 or what's some of the other open world games? Whatever, then you probably have played this. But from watching like reasonable game reviewers like G-Man Lives, this game is ultimately playable, and I actually do agree. It is playable, and it is somewhat enjoyable. I mean, like, it's not as bad everyone seems to really make this one out to be. And I actually, even though some of the glitches are actually pretty funny with the AI, like they'll actually stupidly just walk into walls. But today I got this second-hand cheap, £6 by the way, and with the content pack as well, which was the code for it was unused. But it was good. But it's pretty good. It's not as bad as you think. It's playable despite its deeply flawed issues. So those are the 4 games I bought. So I figured I might as well show them off, even though I bought them. Now I'm going to talk about 2 things. First of all, the multiplayer boostings. First of all, I have finished. Alright, jump out there folks. Right. So, as I was saying, pardon me. As I was saying, I have finished the boosting home version and the boosting of Time Crisis Raging Storm. And what's that mean? I hear you ask. It's doing the multiplayer online with a group who I tended to try and get all the multiplayer trophies, and I've gotten all of them for inversion. And guess what? I got my 11th platinum trophy for doing it. I've completed the single player on 3 of the difficulties that it wants you to beat it on, beating it on co-op, and done all the grab finisher trophies and the helmet, the shoot off 100 helmet trophy, as well as other co-op and multiplayer related trophies. And it secured my 11th platinum trophy, which was good. I'm happy to go through there. I was happy to go through this. This one took ages in terms of the multiplayer, because you have to do 250 rounds per multiplayer map. You have to do 250 matches per game type. Like if you do like 250 death matches, you got to do 250 team death matches, or 30 survival rounds. You got to do, and then you got to do all the kills as well, and all the weapon challenges. Well, there's like a lot. There's like a lot of challenges to do on it. And I have done it with the boosting group. So if some of you guys who helped me get the boosting trophy for this game, my gamer tag was AKWBlazer91, and if you guys were part of the boosting group to help me get the platinum trophy for this, I'd like to thank you so much for helping me get the platinum trophy on this one. It was really worth it. Last one, Time Crisis Raging Storm. I've done the multiplayer sections with the boosting group for that game as well. The multiplayer boostings wasn't as hard. It wasn't as long to go through the multiplayer section on this one. It mainly did take a long time to get the multiplayer section on this done, mainly because I had some time to focus on Killzone 2 and 3. Get as many of the multiplayer trophies possible before the servers shut down. And I've done all that. Well, I've done as much as I could for Killzone 2 in terms of multiplayer trophies, but all of Killzone 3's multiplayer trophies. But this one didn't take very long as the others. But we just all spend like a few nights every week just doing taking turns shooting each other in the head with a sniper rifle to get the points and the kills necessary. Sorry, pardon me, my burping. To get the trophy, and we got all them. But I haven't got the rest of the other trophies on this. I need to get the single player trophies, I need to do the story mode, the FPS mode, and I need to do the sentry mode, which I heard is going to be a pain in the ass. And then I gotta do Deadstone Pirates. I've already done all the trophies for Time Crisis 4 arcade version, not the regular Time Crisis 4. Over there I have. Because the regular Time Crisis 4 doesn't have any trophies for the PS3. It's only the Time Crisis 4 that's included in the Raging Storm compilation, where it has the trophies and compatible with the PlayStation Move controller. So I'm pleased with that in either case. Now I'm going to talk about future plans. Now the reason I haven't bought any new games throughout April, is because I've been focusing on this game, Final Fantasy 15, and I know what you're possibly thinking. How can you already still be playing Final Fantasy 15? Well, it's because Square Enix had all that DLC for it, which I was originally planning to do. But I was caught up with Final Fantasy 12, and the game was taking like so damn long. I haven't been able to check out all the DLC I haven't started yet. But thank God Final Fantasy 12 was out of my goddamn house for good. That piece of shit was annoying. But either way, in Final Fantasy 15 I've been focusing on Comrades and episode Ignis. I spent the whole month doing Final Fantasy 15 Comrades, and I'm glad to finish that one. It took me like 100 or so hours to do it, and a lot of it was all just and all of it was just replaying all the same quests I've already done numerous times, just to get like all the materials and all the weapons necessary so I can have a proper strength build. And I did eventually get a build going for the final optional boss fights that was included in the March update. But a lot of the optional bosses were so damn annoying. I just kept on dying. I eventually got like recruit, and I eventually got help from like really strong players who had like really good builds. And with the final one, this like the MA Oxidus machine, I can't remember what it's called. I died the most times on that because like it has all these annoying attacks that drain all your health bar instantly, and you can't do much about it. I had to play like in sort of like a ridiculous pattern in order to defeat it. But even then, it was not very easy. I even had to go out of my way to ignore a boosting section just to do it. And I did it. And I spent the whole night actually finally finishing off Comrades. Some of the mini games were not very filling as well. The chocobo mini game was pointless. And it's only just there, just like trying to fill in like some extra content that Comrades had, but it wasn't really all that much. I did like and on top of that, Comrades was very buggy as well. I had a game crash twice. Game crashed on me twice throughout my session on it. I had a session where the game bugged out. I had sessions where the game continuously glitches and bugs out. I had like no choice but to quit the quest and restart, which was very annoying. And on top of that, the loading times on it were just horrendous. They rival that of Sonic 06. Like you just see through like loading screen after loading screen just to start the next quest on it. And which, if you guys haven't seen my full playthrough of it, of Comrades, you'll see exactly what I mean. It's just so damn annoying. It was just so damn annoying. It's just so underpolished. But I finally got past it, and I can finally put it down. I eventually beat Nonsense's partners as well, Gladiolus, Prompto and Ignis. They were complete wimps. Because I did all the optional content first before fighting them. They were actually it was favourable to my end. Because I was like, you know all that shit you put me through, game? Well, now it's my turn. Wanna play dumbass on me? We'll double dumbass on you, you swine. Quote from Ava GN. I'm a video game nerd. Well, another thing I did as well is episode Ignis. where like it's the third, it's the third of the bro. Right, another jump cut. Right, so as I was saying, I did episode Ignis, where it was like the third of the Lotus's companion DLC, and it took me only like was it a day and a half to finish. A day mainly because I recorded the game, and to record the game, the main game itself, and I did the extra verse, which gives you like the alternate route. We fight the final boss in a different area, and he's like full complete form or something. And I did the final fight with Noctis, in which, if you haven't seen the fight with Noctis alone, that fight with Noctis alone took me like a full day just to do it, a full day and a half to do it, because of how cheap and notorious Noctis is, and the inconsistencies of the battle mechanics. Where sometimes the mechanics work, sometimes the mechanics do not. You can be well timed, and still it will not work. It was just that damn annoying. It's just something, and the most annoying thing of all, if you want the trophy for proving that you're being Noctis, you have to get the A+ ranking, or S rank depending on the region. And I actually did get the A+ ranking after dozens or so tries. By some mere luck, or perhaps by coincidence or skill. Yeah, so it was a really super hard fight. Almost, I will say it's almost as hard as the core fight in episode Gladiolus. Don't get me started on that shit. Don't get me started on how bad that shit was. It's still, Final Fantasy 15's combat is still underpolished. And you think with all these patches they would 100% fix the game up? No. Still got like dozens or so bugs and glitches. Again, most notably with comrades. But I've got one more bit of content with Final Fantasy 15 to deal with now. It's the Royal Edition. Recently released there's the Royal Edition, which is like the full complete edition of Final Fantasy 15 with all the DLC content, which you can either buy separately or buy the Royal Edition, which will have the DLC with it on disc, I think, or is it in the code, or is it just on a sleeve code? I have really no idea. I haven't bought the Royal Edition myself, but I did buy the Royal Pack, which I think for players like me who still got their proper original disc copy of Final Fantasy 15, it will give you all the Royal Edition content, which will include like all the new content, all the new dungeons, and all the new boss battles, a first-person view, and some extra trophies to unlock, which is what I'm going to be doing today. I'll be focusing on the Royal Edition and see if whether or not the developers have really fixed up the game, for better or worse. So it's going to be me just going through Final Fantasy 15 again, possibly. And this is going to be more, yeah, alright, why not? Alright, I'll go through it again, and then possibly I'm going to regret saying this, but there's going to be more Final Fantasy 15 content. I think in 2019. I'm thinking next year. Where I think we're gonna get an episode Arden, I think his name is. An episode Arena, and I'm not sure if this is true or not, an episode Noctis. Despite the fact you actually do play through the whole damn game as Noctis. Why would we need an episode Noctis? And in fact, why do you need an episode Arden when he's the main bad guy? I don't know, Square Enix is proper marketing. And I mean, Noctis in Tekken 7 is already bullshit enough. And I mean, Noctis doesn't belong in Tekken 7. For Soul Calibur, yeah, I see Noctis good, perfect enough for Tekken. I see Noctis perfect enough for Soul Calibur. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense for Yoda and Darth Vader from Star Wars to be put in Soul Calibur 4. And it made sense for Ezio to be in Soul Calibur 5. Ezio from Assassin's Creed to be put in Soul Calibur 5. But what in mindset did they put? Did they decide, oh, let's put Noctis in Tekken 7? Fucking idiots. Was it from Bandai? Was it in Bandai Namco's decision, or from Square Enix? Or from Square Enix's absolute stupidity? Tekken's not a weapon-based fighter. Yeah, I know there's Yoshimitsu who fights with a sword, but that's hardly the point. But that hardly excuses anything. Dumb shit. And just for that idea alone, I will get Tekken 7 and get the Noctis DLC and Geese Howard DLC from Fatal Fury and just beat the shit out of Noctis with Geese Howard. And if I can, I could kick Noctis out of Geese Howard's tower and let him fall to his death. Like what happened in the end of the first Fatal Fury game when Terry kicks Geese Howard out of his own tower. Right, so that's going to be my plan. I will do the Royal Edition content of Final Fantasy 15 and then talk about it and see whether or not they fix the game out for the better. And then soon after I may work on some top 10 stuff, some reviews, some whatnot. And then finally, this is going to be starting next. Because I recently just got Nap in my head. So that's going to be it. So that's going to be it, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you all next time. Take care of yourselves, and goodbye.